Hi everyone, and how are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is Gabe, and this is Gabe Loves Makeup. I have missed you guys so much. I can't even tell you. A lot of stuff, but you know what? We're not going to talk about that today. That's going to be in a Get Ready With Me after this video. We're not going to get into that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. We're glad to have you here because today, guys, we are going to be diving into a major haul / monthly favorite / speed round reviews of the last 2 months of everything that I have been trying, everything that I've been using for weeks and weeks. I've tried it in different combinations, everything, you know, foundation, concealers, primers. We have boxes and boxes of stuff. So we've got a lot to go through. This video is going to be very long. It's probably going to be an hour or more. It's going to be my longest video probably. And I've had some long ones. This is going to probably be a longer one. So, you know, I'll try to leave timestamps below. I will try to put everything down to try to make it a little more convenient for you guys if you can't stick around and watch this long. But you know what? I've been gone for 2 months and we got a lot to talk about, guys. We got a lot of makeup to catch up on, and that's what this video is going to be about. It is going to be about makeup. It's going to be about fun. I'm going to give you my thoughts on most of this stuff. Some of the stuff that I've not got to use, we're just going to go through it really quickly just so I can tell you what I've gotten. It's just going to be a fun video. So anyway, I'm hoping you guys will stick around. You know, make sure you grab a big old snack. I think, like I said in the beginning, I'm not sure, did I say that? I'm not sure if I did or not. If I didn't, make sure you get you a drink, a big, tall, cold one, because this one's going to be a long one. So anyway, if you are interested and you want to know what my thoughts are on some of this new makeup that has been happening or latest releases, then stick around and let's do it together. Things. We'll go into primers first. I will try to categorize everything as much as I possibly can. I do want to let you guys know that I did pick up this Charlotte Tilbury. It's the powered skincare. It's the mask. It's the Cairo Recovery Mask. I have not got to use this product yet. I will let you guys know what I think about it. I got this as like a gift with purchase, or a gift. It was a gift given to me. So I have not got to try it yet. So anyway, I will let you guys know about it, but I do have it. So I will let you know about it because I'm very curious about that one. First going into primers, I want to talk about this Shiseido Future Skin, Future Solution, Universal Defense, Broad Spectrum SPF 15. This is a really good SPF 50. I'm using this. I have this on today. It's really, really beautiful. It leaves a very dewy finish. It has zinc oxide of 15.4%, octocrylene 7%, and then octosalate of 5.0%. It is a really good UVA, UVB type product. It also leaves a little bit of a dewy finish. I will be doing a Get Ready With Me after this is over, and you guys will see that because I will put this on in the video, but it is a really good one. So if you're looking for a primer / defensive type product, but you might have dry skin and you like a little more of a glow, this one would be a really good one to pick up. She's a little expensive. I think it's around $105 or something. I will try my best to also leave links down below on all of this stuff. I don't know if I'm going to get it all in my description box, but just letting you guys know I will do the best that I can. And by the way, say hello to the family in the back. But the kids are here, all the strawberry kids, and you're gonna see more collections of strawberry shortcake in just a minute. But I wanted to share all the kids. We got all the kids out. We brought them all out, so they're all here. So welcome the kids. So anyway, so next up we have primers. So we have the Dior primers. I have the Velvet Veil Primer, and then we also have the Glowy Veil Primer. Both of these primers are beautiful. I have both of these on my face now. Again, one is in the T-zone. I put this one just where I'm a little bit more where I get if I get any oiliness or get a little shine, it's in the nose area. I have it on now. It does smooth. It does blur. This one does give more of a glowy radiant. So depending on the skin type, this one does feel tight. So it does leave that velvet finish. It does leave a blur on the skin. It does make the skin look really perfected. It is a great product if you're looking for something, or if you want to take pictures and you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. This would be a really good product if you like a little bit more of a blurred look. This one's definitely going to give you more of that glowy finish. It's just more radiant. It's very more hydrating, a little bit more hydrating. This one is too. It just does it in a different way. They both have the I can't remember if it's the pansy extract or which extract it is, but it's 96% natural. They're newer primers from Dior, just like the rest of the line, because I'm getting ready to go into another foundation in a minute. But it is they're both really good primers. They're both something looking for, if you're kind of looking for a new primer. I know that Ulta started carrying Dior. They have them there, and they also have them on Dior.com. I think Sephora has them too, especially online. They're definitely, if you're looking for a new primer, these may be ones you might want to check out. I do recommend those, as well as I do the sunscreen. I have some duds, not too many duds, but I mean some that you can kind of pass on. But if you're looking for a good primer, I would suggest those. It is a really good primer. Is it the best primer? Are they the best primers? I wouldn't go that far, but they are really good primers. So if you are looking for a good primer and you love Dior, they may be ones to pick up. So moving right along, we're going to just go ahead and dive in. So now we're going to go into, let me just go ahead and go into foundation. So the first one, since we're talking about Dior, let's talk about the Forever Natural Nude Foundation. This foundation is reformulated. They reformulated again. They made it 96% more natural. They just brought it out. It is at Ulta now. They carry it there. It's exclusive at Ulta, whereas at Sephora, they have the Backstage. That's exclusive to them. And it's also on Dior.com. You know, the packaging's changed. It's a little bit, to me, it's very similar to the older one. The formula there's not much difference, just like with the Skin Glow and the matte. They're very similar to the older formulas. I don't see a lot of difference. It is very natural. I have it on now. It's a really beautiful look. It looks a little bit more skin-like to me than the matte or the Skin Glow. So if that's something that you're interested in and you're looking for something with a little bit more of a, I would say, medium coverage, it's got a nice medium coverage. You can use it with the sponge or brush, what have you, but it is a really good foundation. This is one to pick up. I've had the old one for a while. I've had it, if I try to remember, I'll try to put the review up here, but I've had it for a while. Probably almost a year and a half, maybe. It is not one that I reach for much. I still prefer the matte over this one, but definitely is something that if you're interested in this foundation, it's worth a look into. I would go to Ulta and look at it first before I spend the money on it, but it is a good one. So now we have all these new foundations that we want to talk about. So I even picked up, there's like some old favorites in here. So let me go through the old favorites first before we go into the newer ones. So I have this the Skin Caviar Concealer by La Prairie with SPF 15. I did get this again. I bought it years ago, about a year and a half ago. I'll try to leave the review up here, but it was very expensive at the time and I just didn't see keeping it, but it is a really beautiful foundation. It just I just really was intrigued by it and I just ended up getting it again. So I just really love it. I have this in the Soleil Peach. If you're very dry skin and you like a little bit more of a satin, luxurious foundation, this is a really beautiful one. It's great on special occasions. It's just really amazing. I can't recommend this one enough. It's just really expensive and the shade selection is bad. And I think they're reformulating it too. I just was so happened to get the last one of these. So anyway, it just might be a little hard for you to find, but I think they're reformulating it. But it is a good foundation. Also, the True Match, the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I got mine in the shade N6. Really great shade, really beautiful foundation. I never really was, never tried the older one before, but everybody was talking about this one. And since it was, I got it on sale and I was really interested in it, I wanted to try it. It's a really beautiful foundation. It lasts about a good 8-9 hours on the skin. It's oil-free. It's really beautiful. It looks nice on the skin. I've seen some people that don't like it, but I really love this foundation. It's really pretty. I think it's a good everyday doable foundation for someone, especially if you're normal to dry, normal combo. I would not recommend it for somebody super oily, and I would not recommend it for somebody that's super dry. But somebody that's super dry, if you mix it with the moisturizer, if you could get something, I think normal to dry, normal to oily, I think you would really enjoy this one, and it's a really good affordable option. Also, I ended up picking up the Luminous Silk by Armani. This one I've used on clients many times and really enjoyed it, and they look really good in it. I tried it years ago and I just didn't really care for it. I ended up picking up the smaller size of it, the travel size in it, and I got it in shade 7. Really, like it. I like it. I'm still getting used to it a little bit, but I like it. I mean, it's a really good foundation. I can see why it's a little bit of a holy grail when so many people love this foundation. The shades are they're a little difficult. They're difficult. I will just be there. You need to get shade matched with this foundation. I can't explain it enough. You need to go in, let somebody shade match you to find the right shade because it's hard on the website. It's hard on the website. It's hard to find it. I definitely would recommend to do that if you're interested in this foundation, but it is a really beautiful foundation. It's a nice satin foundation. Again, I think normal to dry, normal to oily would really enjoy it. I don't think super oily would really like it. You know, maybe if you mixed in a little powder with it, it might be okay. Or if you're super dry, if you want to add a little oil with it, it would be really nice. But it is a really beautiful foundation, and I can see why everybody really loves it. And then now we are going into some new foundations. So we have 3 here. So I have the Gucci. This is the Eternité Debute Hey. This one, and then we have the Terracotta Le Tint, and then we also have the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. Now, I've tried all of these. I wore all of these, just like the other ones. I've wore them daily. I've tried them 2 and 3 different days. I've tried them with different primers. You know, so I have thoughts on these. So the Gucci is a really good one. She is definitely, it's supposed to be a luminous matte. She's definitely more of a matte. It does feel a little tight on the skin, but I will tell you, if you do a good primer and you put a little bit of oil over top of it and just for it to stick, it sinks in better, or you can mix a little bit of oil with it if you're a little dry like me. You would probably like it because I know a lot of matte foundations are coming out. I'm not really into the mattes much, but I'm starting to get into them, believe it or not. This is in the shade, I forgot what shade I'm in, 305N. It's okay. It's not my top favorite shade. I looked at the different ones in store because I actually bought mine in store. I bought it in Sephora. And it's not a bad shade. It's pretty good. So it's a pretty good shade. Would I say that it's like the top of my list to go pick up if you're dry? I wouldn't, but I will say the longevity of it is very good. It does last all day. And if you set it with a good powder and a setting spray, I mean, you are good to go. I mean, it's going to last a good while. And it does have a beautiful finish to it. So, I mean, you know, I was really impressed with this, but I didn't think I was going to like it. I love the Silk Priming Foundation. That one, the Silk Priming or the Silk Primer Canvas or whatever it is, I really enjoyed that one. That one was a really beautiful one, and it worked great on me, and I really love it, and I still have it. But I'm glad to have this one in my collection. It's really good. I think I'm going to enjoy it along with the YSL and some of the other ones that have got that luminous matte kind of finish to it. I do recommend it if you're looking for something, maybe you're a little bit more normal oily combination, maybe normal to dry. You might have to manipulate a little bit, but it is a good foundation. The Le Tint by Guerlain, I'm still playing with this one a little bit, but I have wore it. It's a little bit more of the light medium kind of category. It's not super coverage. It's not super medium, but it leaves a beautiful natural finish on the skin. It's a little bit too matte for me. I need to add oil to this one to get it to be where I want it to be. But it is pretty. It is pretty. Believe it or not, it has no fragrance, which I'm really shocked. Now, the Gucci has fragrance. The Armani doesn't have fragrance. The L'Oreal doesn't have fragrance. La Prairie has fragrance. The Dior, it has fragrance. And the KVD, it does not have fragrance either. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it does. But this one does not, believe it or not. And it's a very good lightweight foundation. So if you're looking for a good lightweight foundation every day, something just to put on, to wear, a good 8-hour, 9-hour wear out of it, just to get a really pretty natural finish of it, I would give this one a try. She's a little, you know, she's still around that. I think it was 60 something, maybe something like that for this foundation. I can't remember. I get in the Gucci, I know for sure. It's like she's up there, but, it definitely, I don't think a lot of stores have this in store, so it's hard to like actually find a match. But I have this in 4W. I have the Guerlain foundation in the matte foundation, and it is in 4N. And then I also have the Guerlain in the Dewy Radiance foundation, and I have it in 3C or 3N, I believe. it's a good shade. It's a really good shade. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's a little warm, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, you know, I'm getting a little bit more color, so it's really not that bad. But you can see that it's got. I mean, you know, it goes a good long way. One little pump goes a good while. It looks a little dark, and it may be just a tad. But I'm a 4W. I have the 4W and the Dior on now. And it's like it'll blend in fine. It blends in fine. I didn't have a problem with it the other day. I wore it. And it did a good job. I really enjoyed it. So it's a good foundation. But now, I gotta tell you guys, this foundation blew me away. I really was not expecting to like this one. I have this one in the shade. This is medium 048. This foundation blew me away. I used this with another powder I'm gonna share with you, which is actually like a powder foundation. And together, I get the most compliments out of it. Now, I will say, probably out of the compliment situation, I would probably say I get more compliments out of the Gucci and this one out of all of them as far as skin goes. And that's usually how I determine to see if a foundation works. If people notice it and they've noticed my skin, then that kind of like sets the tone and lets me know what's working and what's not working. This is a fantastic foundation. And believe it or not, they geared it towards oily skin, which is what blew me away because it's got like a natural finish to it. It's really not super matte and it's not super dewy either. It's actually got a little more luminosity in it though than some of the others. And to me, it is just a glorious foundation. I think it's beautiful. It is a major full coverage foundation, so a little bit of it goes a long way. You don't need a lot of it. I don't even recommend it for oily skin. I mean, if you're oily, I would do the Gucci. I would definitely try the Guerlain. You would probably like that one. Not the nude, and definitely not the La Prairie, even though it's beautiful. The Armani maybe. I don't know about the Armani. I would probably do one at something else instead. The YSL instead, I probably would do. The True Match, definitely not for oily skin. But this one, it says it's for oily skin, but I just don't see it. It definitely leaves more of a luminosity. It gets a little bit more glowier as the day goes on and stuff. So I would recommend it more for normal combination, maybe normal dry, maybe dry skin. It's just beautiful. I just think it's a beautiful foundation. And to be honest with you, this is the one that I'm probably the most impressed with out of all of these foundations. I mean, you know, it's like other than the La Prairie, because I really love this one. This one's really gorgeous. The rest of them, after playing with them and wearing them day after day after day and trying them with different primers and stuff, this is just gorgeous. This is just, I definitely would recommend you guys, if you want to try it out and want to check out a shade or something, I definitely would while you're in store. The shades is the hard part. If you can find a shade in it, the shade is just, they're weird. Like this one is the 4.8. I'll show you real quick. It's very, this one's still kind of, I feel like it's very kind of light. It's just very light. I mean, I'll make it work, but it's like, but look how light that is. And that's a medium shade. And it's very light. So I definitely recommend going in store. I did get mine off of line when it came out, the day that it came out. But I would go in and test it, get it matched, what have you, before you decide to purchase it. And maybe if you can get a sample, I would do that too, to try. I would get a sample of any of these guys if you can before you actually purchase. That's just me, period, before you spend the money on anything. But if I was going to spend the money on any of these, it's like out of anything as far as foundation goes, this is the one that I preferred out of everything. Other than, again, than the La Prairie. These are my two favorites. You know, but I do like the Gucci. So the top three is these three. So these are my three top favorites. The only thing with the La Prairie is the shade range sucks. It's just like there's no, this is the darkest, I have the darkest shade. So that's telling you something. Hopefully, if they're reformulating it, they're going to rethink this and do better. But I don't know. And there wasn't that many shades anyway to begin with. I think there was maybe 13 or 14. Like Capture Total, but they have a little bit of a better shade range, but the La Prairie didn't, but hopefully they will. But anyway, it is a really good foundation. I do recommend it. And with that said, now let's move on to the battle of the concealers. What is going on with the concealer? I mean, companies are making concealer, like last year was foundation, this year is concealers. It has been a crazy year for concealer. So you guys all know that I love the Urban Decay Quickie. This is like top notch for me. I mean, out of the ones that I'm going to be talking about, this is still top notch for me. I still love it, still use it. This is just more of a fuller coverage. So if you're looking for a full coverage concealer, I still recommend this one. It is really good, even if you're dry. It's just a really good one. You just don't need a lot of it, because if you do, you can get it to be, it can get a little cakey looking, so just be careful with it. But it is a really good concealer. I don't use the brush on the end of it. I mean, but it is a really good concealer. I talked about this in a video already, but I just wanted to mention it because with all these concealers, it just came out around that time frame. So first off, let's talk about this Tom Ford concealer. This is the Traceless Soft Matte Concealer. I got it in the shade 3CD, 3CO, sorry, 3CO. This concealer, guys, is beautiful. It is just perfection. It is perfection in a tube. It is so pretty. Let me just try to swatch it on my hand so you guys can see it. It's perfection in a tube. It is so creamy. It blends seamlessly into the skin. It has a little bit of a glow to it. I have worn this over and over again and I love it. If you want a light, medium coverage in a concealer and you want a little bit of a radiance in your concealer, and if you have dry eyes, this is amazing for especially mature skin. Definitely recommend. It is a really good concealer. I did not buy the other Tom Ford concealer. I think it was Traceless something. I don't remember what it was called, but it was the real expensive one. I did not like it. But this one I was going to be a little weary for it. This one is 60 bucks. But I will say I even like this better than the Clé de Peau. So that's saying a lot, because the Clé de Peau stick is really pretty too. But I'm really going to enjoy this one. I've really loved it. It's really beautiful. It's definitely worth picking up, especially if you have mature dry eyes. It's definitely a good concealer. I want to just bring out the Maybelline Age I can't even say it. It's a tongue twister. Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. What is going on with these companies and these names? They just drive me nuts. But this is the corrector, and this is in pink. I had this. It just went viral on TikTok. It came back out again. I have it on now. It does brighten the skin. I do recommend it if you're looking for something a little bit more brightening. This is the beautiful concealer, by the way. So if you don't want to spend a fortune on concealer, the reason why I threw it in this pile is to give you guys a non-affordable option if you are looking for something. A little bit of these go a long way though, guys. You don't need a lot of them. They can get cakey if you're not careful, so please be careful with it, but it is a really good one. And it does have a really beautiful brightening effect to the skin, so it is a really nice one. But two more of the newer concealer formulations is the Valentino. We have the Valentino. This is the Very Valentino, and I have this one in the shade M. What is it? MR. They put it so like MR1 on this one, and then the Prism Libre, the Skin Caring Concealer. This is C305. They're both really pretty creamy concealers. Both of them have a really good, the good doe fit. This one reminds me a lot of the Dior. Keep in mind that Givenchy is owned by Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton owns Dior, Givenchy, Guerlain, a lot of those. So keep in mind, so the packaging looks a little similar to the Dior. It feels a lot like similar to the Dior. The Valentino it's a smaller doe fit. It is creamy. It's a really pretty concealer as well. Out of the two, though, this one is just, I have it on now. This one's beautiful. This one is right up there with the Urban Decay. These are my two favorites. If you're looking for like a medium, maybe medium to full coverage, medium to full coverage, these are the best ones. If you're looking for more of a lighter concealer and you want more of a light, I think this is maybe a light medium concealer, kind of like the Tom Ford. I mean, I feel like you can build it up a little bit, but it's still not all that. I mean, I'm not as super impressed with this one. And I've worn it a couple times, but I'm still the verdict without. See, it's got a pretty radiance to it. It's a pretty product. It doesn't have any smell. It doesn't really have much of a smell. I don't even think that Givenchy has a smell either. Let me smell. Nope, it doesn't have a smell either. Just be careful. There's a lot on the product, though. But if there was any that you were to try out in this, the two that I would look up would be the Quickie and the Prism Libre, because they're both beautiful. This one is a little bit more of a glow, a little bit more of a radiance, but this one is beautiful too. This one's definitely more of that full coverage, but this is a gorgeous concealer. So I definitely recommend this one. So if the Sephora sale, if you're looking for a really good concealer, but you want something to come brightening, maybe you love the Dior before, maybe you're not crazy about the Dior because the new one has fragrance in it. Maybe you're not crazy about fragrance. This one may be an option or an alternate for you. So you might want to check out this one instead. If you want to spend the money and you're interested in, then do the Tom Ford. It is really pretty. It's just more of a light to medium coverage. It's just something that's not going to give you a lot of coverage, but it is really gorgeous, and I do recommend it. So all of these are really pretty. All of these are gorgeous. So you can't go wrong with either one of them. But if I was to choose one out of the top, I would God, I don't know. It would be between these two. It's between these two, period. I mean, I do like the other ones, but it's be between these two. When I do this combination with the Good Apple and then the powder I'm getting ready to show you, it just looks, I just love the way my skin looks. It just looks gorgeous. And speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and go into powder. And there's only like one powder foundation. I don't have a lot of powder foundations. I only have the Infallible. I have it by L'Oreal. I have that. And I have the Dior Forever powder. I have that. And those are my two favorites. And I love the Dual Finish by Lancome. I just don't have any, but I do love that foundation. It's a really beautiful one. I do love it. I am out of that one. I just ran out of it, but it is a really beautiful powder foundation. And by the way, also the Tana Doll, the liquid foundation is out now. So if you love that foundation, they reformulated it. It is really beautiful. I think it's even prettier than the other one. So I mean, I think you're gonna like it. So if you're a fan of that foundation, keep it in mind when you do go, the shades will change a little bit and what have you, but still 50 shades, but it's really pretty. Just keep that in mind. So anyway, the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Powder. If I was to pick, even from the Good Apple, I would pick this. This is the best with this brush by Laura Mercier. This damn brush, I've been using it like crazy. I love it. I use it for everything, powder, highlighter, whatever. This has been my brush for the last 2 months because I'm too lazy. I don't want to wash brushes and I don't want to mess with them. So I've just been using one brush. But this powder is great. You can put it on with the brush and buff it in. You can use it with a damp beauty blender. You can use it with a more of a powder puff if you want to use it to press it in, what have you. It looks gorgeous. Over foundation, under foundation. I have this over top of the Dior foundation right now, and it is just, it makes your skin look amazing. The funny thing is though, it's an oil-free, non-comedogenic, you know, nothing in it. I mean, there's no, I have this one in the shade, was it medium 312. Is what it is. Medium 312. I got mine off of Walmart. Do not buy this off of Amazon because it did go TikTok famous. And they were charging like some $30, $40, $50 just to get this because it's out of stock everywhere. But Walmart has it. Go pick it up at Walmart if you want to try it. It's $10. It is the best thing. And it is like, it's got this beautiful luminous matte texture to it. So it's really pretty. So if you don't want to spend a fortune and you like or if you're looking at the L'Oreal, but you want a powder foundation, this is the one to go to. I'm telling you guys, $10. $10 for this. It is so pretty. Sweep it over the skin. Gives a beautiful glow to the skin. It looks just like the skin. I don't recommend it for oily skin. It's got too much of a glow to it. I think you would be glowy in 2 hours. It's not going to last on you. It's not a 24-hour powder, so skip that too. It's more of a 10, maybe 8 if you're putting it over another foundation. It maybe about 6, 7, 8 without foundation underneath it. But it's just gorgeous. It's worth picking up. It's just really beautiful. If you're normal dry, or if you're dry and you want to try a powder foundation, if you use just the primer, a real good primer, and then take oil and press over top of it, and I always do an oil first and press it and then put this over it. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. And then when I show you these other powders that I put over it, they give that beautiful glow to it. Perfection. $10, so worth it. Can't even tell you, can't speak enough. This La Prairie powder, I have the large one and I have this one. Again, I'm reminiscing about La Prairie, even though I've had it. This has been in my collection. I just wanted to mention it because I've really been enjoying it. But this mini one though is so much better than the bigger one. The bigger one, the shifter is terrible. This one actually has a shifter in it. So I was really shocked about that. But I really do. I have this one in the shade Translucent 2. I really have been enjoying this. I've been carrying this one around. It is really pretty. This one and the other one I'm going to show you are the two that I've really been using as far as the loose powder. If I've been using the loose powder. And the this is the second one. This is the Dior. This is the Mitza cushion powder, and this is in the shade Rose. It's like a light pink type of shade. It's really pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that it looks a little bit more of a light pink. It doesn't have any glitter to it. It's very, very fine, very finely milled. It is just really beautiful. However, this one is not available anymore. I think it's already sold out. I looked on before I came on and I could not find it. They still have the Milleflori powder. And they have this one, but it's in a lavender shade, which is it's about the same shade, and but it's in the regular packaging, so it's not in the Mitza packaging. But you can still get the lavender looks identical to this one, so they're still the same. This one was just the limited edition one, but it is really beautiful. It's very blurring. It looks really pretty. It doesn't look too dry. It doesn't make it look too cakey. It's a really beautiful powder, and I also did this one in the Get Ready With Me. I also have it on as well. It is gorgeous. I think you would really, really enjoy this one. If you can't pick this one up, if you can't find it, because I might have mislooked or whatever, but maybe you might want to just go with the lavender shade and the regular, but I'm sure it will be the same kind of formulation. The Milleflori, if I'm not mistaken, it has a lot of glitter in it, so just be careful with that, because it's sometimes the glitter, this doesn't have glitter in it. So just be careful with that, because sometimes with Dior, they'll do that with powders. They'll put like a little bit of a glitter effect to it. And it's not a highlighting effect, it's just a glitter effect. So just be careful with that. And then the other two powders, these again have been in my collection, but I'm going to reminisce about these again. These are the Scott Barnes. This is the Body Bling Pave powders. This is Rose Gold, and this one is the shade Original. And then there is Bronze. There's 4 different shades. Child, let me tell you, I take a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and I put it in a cap and I swirl it in together, and I just take it and I buff it all over top of what I do, like this, or I do the Maybelline over top of it, and it makes your skin look flawless. It makes it look so pretty. So I'm going to leave a code down below. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with these. This, and I'm going to talk one more thing about another Scott Barnes product. These are great. They're just really great. I had them in my collection forever. I don't know why I never used them. And then I just pulled them out one day. I was like, oh, let me play with these. And I was like, what the heck? Why have I not been using these? They're so good. Definitely worth a check out if you're looking for something with a little bit of a glow to it. And it even kind of has like a mineralized look to it. If you like bare minerals, if you like those kind of products, you would really probably like it. Just remember, they're very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. But this Downright Dewy Mist by Scott Barnes is a moisturizing setting spray. You shake it. It reminds me a lot of the Huda Beauty, the coconut one that she had. It reminds me a little bit of the way it smells. It kind of looks like that, but it is really beautiful. It leaves the most beautiful mist on the skin, and it makes your skin look super glowy and healthy and beautiful. It's like $35, I think, for this one. She is, how many ounces is she? I forgot how many ounces. I think she's like 4. I think it's like 4 something or something like that. But it is really pretty. It is really pretty. It looks beautiful on the body too. This is the only setting spray I've been using, or that's newer. So it is really pretty, but I love my Charlotte Tilbury. I love my Infallible, the Dior, the Perfect FX. Those are my favorites. But it is a really good setting spray. It is with a newer product that he just came out with. So if you're looking for a new setting spray, you like something a little bit of radiance, this might be one to check out too. And yeah, guys, so wow, we are done with the complexion part, like as far as foundation goes, concealer goes, all that good stuff. So now we're ready to rock and roll into color. So first, before we jump into any of the color, let's talk a little bit about lashes. I have on, this is RisaDoesMakeup. You know, it's like, I can't believe it. I hope I'm saying Risa's name right. I don't know if it's Risa or if it's Rissa. I want to say Rissa because I'm Southern and that's just what we want to say. Risa, coming on, girl. But anyway, she did a collaboration with BK Beauty. And regardless of what, I mean, Risa, again, I apologize, honey, if I'm saying your name wrong. I really do. But I mean, but she is fabulous. If you've not checked out her channel, you need to go over and check out her channel. But she came out with great lashes. So this is, I have on this, these are Day Club. And I have Vegas. And then I also have Stiletto. Can't wait to try these out. Guys, these lashes are so freaking good. They are freaking stinking good. Let me tell you. You can't feel the damn things. You can't feel them. They're light as a feather. You can't feel anything. They feel so good. Like you don't even feel them on. They pop on like that. They're the easiest lashes I've ever put on. I'm not kidding you. When she said that in her video, and then I think it was, she did it on her mom. And then I think I've seen a couple other videos where they said that. And I was like, okay, there is no way that these lashes are that easy to put on. They are that easy to put on. I'm telling you right now. If you guys have not checked out these lashes, if you have never tried fake lashes and you've always wanted to, definitely give these a try. I'm sure these are just as good as these. I did just have to trim just the inner corners a little bit, but they are just spectacular, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love them. My eyes have not bothered me at all since I've had them on, and I've had this on for hours now, and absolutely they are stunning and absolutely gorgeous. All right, so first of all, let's talk about Haus Labs. So I picked up the bronzer. I also picked up a highlight, and then I picked up the brand new blush that she came out with this recent, maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I picked up the color. This is the shade Hibiscus Haze. It is really beautiful. I wanted the brighter one. I was going to get the brighter one, and then I was like, well, I don't have a mauve-y one. These are so creamy and so pigmented. They're really beautiful. They do glide on the skin. If you are looking for a pretty blush and you want something really pretty, this may be something you might be interested in because they go on a little bit like they're cream, but they have like a powder texture. She's a unique hybrid formula. This color is really beautiful. I will have to do this in a video soon, but I wore it. They last really well. It's a really beautiful blush. I can't complain about it. I'm sure the one that I really wanted was like a berry shade that she had. I forgot the name of it. But I don't know if I'm going to pick up any more of them because I've got so many blushes. I was really not going to pick this up at all, but it really just kind of spoke to me, the colors. But anyway, it is really pretty. So if you was something you were interested in, this you might be worth a check out, especially when Sephora has their sale. Next up is the bronzer. And I got mine in the shade 8. Again, it's the same formula as the blush. It's got that powder hybrid. I don't know if it's the color or what have you that I'm not crazy about. It might be the color. I just think I got the wrong color. I don't know. I'm still trying to debate on this one. It's pretty. It took me a while. The first 2 or 3 times I used it, I didn't like it. And then the more I used it, the more I've kind of gotten used to it. But I don't know. I'm still trying to, the verdict's not out about the bronzer. I mean, I definitely would wait either for Pat McGrath, or I would go with Charlotte Tilbury, or I would do something else. But I mean, if it's a pretty bronzer. It's okay. If you love it, down below, please let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are on it. But I mean, I don't know. It's pretty. I mean, I just don't think it's worth the money. I mean, I don't think you can find bronzers. It reminds me a lot of the Infallible L'Oreal bronzer. I just don't think, I think that one's, 5 times cheaper. It's a lot better. The pigment's better. I just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the shade that I got wrong. I'm not really sure. But anyway, this I'm not that crazy about. But the highlighter is gorgeous. So I got the shade Rose Quartz in the highlighter. And the highlighter is really beautiful. Now, the bronzer and the highlighter are not new. They came out like at the beginning of, I think it was last year or something, when she went to Sephora. And it is really beautiful. I have it on now. It's super pretty. It's got a really beautiful look to it. It looks like it would be really blingy, but really it's not. It's a really soft. You can bling it up if you wanted to, but it's just a really beautiful highlighter. So if you're looking for a highlighter and you're in the market for one, it is good. To me, still, if these blushes, I mean, there are other ones that you can find that a lot cheaper. Not that they're not good, they are, but they're okay. And and with that said, I'm going to go into, let's go into, again, about this Too Faced. I would do the Too Faced over the Lady Gaga. Just my personal opinion. I think this one's got a little bit better pigment. I just wish the shades were a little bit better. They just don't have enough shades in them. And I never can get this damn thing open, but I bet I do love it. This I still love. I've already reviewed this one. It's great. I just really enjoy it. I bet I prefer it over that. So I have the Strawberry Shortcake blush. Now, the Strawberry Shortcake collection, as you can see, I got it in December. This is with GlamLite collection. There's two collections. I have the one from Honeydew and one from GlamLite. The one from GlamLite, I still have not got to use the eyeshadows yet. So I've got to play with a little bit of them. I've done a little bit in the inner corner today. I've still not got to play with all of them yet. So I still have got to play with it. Because right when I was getting ready to start my spring series, you know, things happened and what have you. So, so I've been a little bit out of commission. So, I mean, but it is okay. I mean, we are going to play with it. But I will say the highlighter or the blush is one of the ones that everybody was really all into. It looks reminiscent of the Dior blush, which Dior, by the way, is coming out with more colors in that particular blush shade, that blush family. And I mean, it's a very light kind of blush. It's really, the packaging, of course, is adorable. It's just absolutely adorable. I have a little bit of it on. You can see it a little bit, but it's only for maybe really light skin tones. So it would be something that I was not, and if it didn't have come with the whole collection, it probably would have been something I would have picked up. But I mean, but it is cute. It is pigmented. It's got a really nice pigment to it. It's just like, to me, it's more highlighty like than it is, especially if you have a darker skin tone, than it is more blushy. So anyway, this is out of stock. I don't think you can even get it anymore. I don't think they're not going to get it back in stock again. I think they've sold out of it a couple times. But I could be wrong. But anyway, I will leave it down below if they do. If you want to check it out on GlamLite, you want to go over and look at it. But it is cute. It's cute. I mean, it's cute. It's not my favorite. But the Dior blush is not my favorite either. I mean, although I like it, it's just been around for a very long time. It's just not something that I'm super crazy about. But anyway, moving on is the Charlotte Tilbury blush. Yeah, that's right. It's like I can't believe that I spent $44 for this. It's like she's a lot. She's a lot for this. I mean, is she kind of cute? Yeah, she's kind of cute. I got it. This one is in a peach shade. Pillow Talk Peach Pop is what I got. This is what it looks like. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got to build it up. You can build it up. I mean, you can keep building it up. It's, and build it up to get more pigment. See, it starts to get more pigment. It's cute. It's not worth $44. This, and I'm going to show you one more. While we're on it, we'll just go and talk about it. This is the Hypnotizing Pop Shot. I have it on my lids right now. The beautiful color. Absolutely beautiful. It's in my Get Ready With Me. You guys will see it in that. Me actually apply it. But, I mean, it's cute. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it was a really pretty product. It's not bad. See, it's a beautiful shade. Nothing wrong with it. If you like pink or you like that lavender pink kind of look, you will like it. It's just not worth $35. It's just not. It's like, these are so little. I mean, you know, and they're beautiful, but they're just, to me, they're not worth it. You can get it out of a palette or something and get twice your money's worth for it, even though the packaging is pretty. It's just a little, she's getting a little overpriced. It's just really overpriced I don't know. It's just my thoughts, guys. I mean, don't hate me for not, you know, super loving it. But it's okay. I mean, you know, I'm not a big fan of these anyway. I mean, the contour's okay. The highlight's okay. I mean, it's just not, they're just not things that I reach for. If anything, I just don't reach for these a lot. I think they're kind of messy. I don't know. I mean, it's just my personal opinion, but I just don't think these are worth the money. So I would skip these. I wouldn't go for them. And I love Charlotte Tilbury, and there's a lot of stuff that I love. And I'm not saying they're not beautiful products. They are. But I just think if you're thinking about the money, I would buy the Too Faced blush or maybe the Haas Labs blush over the Charlotte Tilbury. Just my personal opinion. Or maybe wait for another blush to come around. I mean, if you want to do a splurge on something else, but I just don't think it's just worth the splurge. Cream blushes, I will talk about this is the M Cosmetics. This is Strawberry. This is gorgeous. This is a really beautiful cream blush. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. This is absolutely gorgeous. The first purchase that I've made of M Cosmetics, I've never bought anything from them. I love this. I use this quite often, and it just gives you the most beautiful flush and the most pretty flush, and you can just build it up, or you can just do it really sheer. You don't need a lot of it. It's really gorgeous. It's worth it. It's only got a little bit in it. It's only like a 0.3 ounce, but I mean, but it's very pigmented. You don't need a lot of it, but it's super cute. It's more of a matte finish. It's got like it starts off kind of a creamy, and then it goes into like a matte powder, similar to the Charlotte Tilbury. I would go with this one over the Charlotte Tilbury personally. I think these are around 30, and then you can get a discount on them, and they're a little bit cheaper. So, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of preferred this one over the Charlotte Tilbury. I just thought it was a lot better. And then with that said, we got one more, and this is Miss Danessa Myricks, and this is the Yummy Skin Golden Hour Blush. So she came out with a few of these. Danessa, the woman is just, she's like, I don't know, Tinkerbell of makeup artists. I don't know what she does, but she just sprinkles fairy dust on everything, and it makes it fabulous. But the woman just knows what she's doing, because I guess she's the pro. She knows what's going on. Sometimes I want to say other brands that are professional makeup artist lines would take a little note from her, but I mean, but she just knows what to do. But this is gorgeous. These are just beautiful. I have it on now. This one, I wish I would have got the Prima Donna, though. That's the one that I wish I would have got. But this one is beautiful. It's really beautiful. But you can use it on your lips, your cheeks, your eyes. You can use it in multiple places. It's a cream, but then it goes into a powder. It blurs the skin, kind of like the Yummy primer skin thing, so to speak. My girlfriend Chelsea loves these. She eats them up. She loves all the colors. They're just really beautiful. They're beautiful to look at. They're beautiful to touch. They're beautiful to feel. They're really, I think they're around about $25 or something. They're definitely cheaper than the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like you get a lot more for your money. The pigment is better. You don't have to build it up. The colors are better. Definitely the creams, I would go between these two. They're both really beautiful products. If you're looking at a cream blush, if that's what you're looking for, they're really beautiful, and they do build with other blushes as well, because I've tried them with other blushes over top, but they're really gorgeous. So yeah, so that is, that's it for the blushes and some of the lashes and stuff. So now let's go into some lips, and, oh, I'm so sorry. We forgot one of the main stars of the show. Oh, the Chanel. So this is the Tendresse Chanel. This is the, in 957. So this is the lighter palette. There's a darker palette and a lighter palette. So I picked up the lighter one. So it looks like this. Sorry, it's been used. I've been using it, but it's really, it's pretty. She's pretty. But that's where it goes. She's pretty. She's sheer. It's, you know, there's not a lot to it. I mean, sometimes I wish I would have gotten the darker one. But I have it on my eyes. So I have this shade here. I have it in my crease. This one I did have in my inner corner, but I beefed it up a little bit for this video. This one I've used as blush. This one I've used a little bit like a bronzer. It's a great kind of a cool idea. It's a good multi-palette. Is she worth $90? Is she worth $90? Is she worth $90? So, I don't know. You have to make that decision. Because it's like, if you love Chanel and you love collecting Chanel, then maybe it's worth it for you. To me personally, I don't think this one was worth it. I don't. I mean, there's some Chanel collection that I just, it's getting to the point now where it's kind of like, you know, their blushes are, the new one's coming out, like I think it's $80 for 4 shadows. It's like, it's just, and I get it, it's Chanel, and I mean, it's just what we love about Chanel, but, and I'm not saying I don't like this, I do. But out of the things that I have in Chanel that I do love, this is not my super top one. But I mean, but I do like it. I've been using it quite a bit in many ways to try to get different variety of use out of it. But I just don't think it's worth the $90. That's just my 2 cents. But I did forget one other one, if I can find it real quick. So this one is this is the Rouge Frosé. I think that's what it's called, Rouge Frost. And this is in the Chanel. It's the stick. It's like the stick. It's like the multi-stick. I have it on now. Right now, I have actually on right now. I have a little bit up here. It's really pretty. It gives a little bit of pigment. Again, these are like balms, so they're kind of a little bit more of that stickier texture, which I love. But a lot of people don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like the sticky texture. They don't like that kind of a feel. So don't buy this if you don't like sticky or you don't like something that's got a little bit of a tack to it, because it does. That has a tack. They are coming out with 2 more of these. I think with the LeBlanc collection, it's going to be a pink one and a lilac one. I really like this, though. I think this one was worth it. I have a few of these, and I love these. I think they're great. But if you don't, then, you know, I actually like this better than the palette. So me personally, but I know a lot of people don't like these. So, but I mean, it's just, but again, it's again, she's $45, $46 for this. I mean, she's pricey. So again, is it worth it? That would be totally up to you. If you're a collector and you love Chanel and you like balmy things, you may like it. If you don't like balmy things, it's not worth it for you. So just keep that in mind. Moving along. So now we are into, I'm into lips and mascaras. So let's go over mascaras really quickly. I have on the telescopic mascara. I have it the waterproof, and I have on the original. Again, this is a really good mascara. The brush is very unusual. It's got a paddle. If you like that kind of a product, you may enjoy this mascara. The only thing is with me is it just runs on me. That's the only thing. It'll start to smudge later on during the day. If I have it on, it will smudge underneath. The waterproof does not do that. So just keep that in mind. If you have watery eyes, or if your eyes just have that tendency to transfer mascara sometimes, keep that in mind, because it will do that if you have that. Or if you have problems with that. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is that it smudges, and it kind of like runs a little bit, the original. But now the waterproof, the only thing is you got to use the eye makeup remover to get it off, like a full-fledged bio-phase eye makeup remover to get it off. So if you don't like that, then it may be a mascara you may want to pass on. But it is really good. It does give really good volume. It is really awesome. The Maybelline Sky High mascara in brown is really beautiful. So if you're looking for a good brown, it does separate if you like this mascara. The brown is pretty. It's a really nice brown. I do recommend it if you enjoy brown mascara, or if you're trying to find a brown mascara. This mascara is just one of my favorites. It just stays on all day. It gives a beautiful lash. It's just really good, and the price is great. And then this one is this is the tinted one. So it's a tinted mascara. So it's the same thing, similar. The brush is similar. But the formula is supposed to be a primer and a mascara together, and you can put your mascara over it, or you can put the mascara over top of it. It only comes in, I think maybe it just comes in black, I think. I'm not sure if it comes in brown or not, but it's really good too. It does last all day too. It doesn't come off. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't run. I mean, it does a good job of making it look very lifted. It makes it look very, like, you know, long. It makes it look really pretty. I definitely recommend this. I mean, if you're looking for a really good longer wear mascara, but you don't want to spend a fortune on it, these are great. I mean, it's just great if they're, it's right up there with the telescopic, as well as the Falsies Surreal. It's a really good mascara too. Again, it lasts all day. It doesn't smudge. It's got a little bit more of a drier formula. These are a little wetter. They have a little bit more of a wetter texture. This one doesn't. It's a little bit more of a drier formula, but it's supposed to be more volumizing. The brush is really cool. It's just a really, the brush is not too unique on it. I really like it. They just updated it. They've had it. They just updated it. They updated the packaging on it. I think this one also went viral as well. I thought this was nice. It's a nice volumizing mascara. It stayed on all day. It didn't smudge. It didn't leave anything. It didn't leave any marks like the telescopic did, without it being waterproof. These are not waterproof. None of these are. They're not waterproof, but they stay on all day. And you still have to use, I still use the eye makeup remover to get them off, because your lashes still look as good at the end of the day as they did when you put it on. So they're good. They're good mascaras. Just keep in mind, it just takes a lot to get it off. Now we're into some lip products. So let's talk a little bit about, so this is the Dior Strawberry lip glow, and I had it on earlier, or I had it, and I will have it on another video that you guys will see. I will be using this in another video. This is a limited edition shade. It's only on Dior.com. They don't carry it at Ulta or at Sephora. It's only on Dior.com because it is was made for Jisoo. I think her name is Jisoo. It's like she is with Blackpink. They made it, or if I'm not mistaken, I think it's her. I might be wrong though, but she is, whoever she is, she's a Korean pop star, and Dior made this specific shade just for her. But it is a limited edition shade. It's in with the lip glow, so you can check it out there. I will also try to have that link down below, but it is a really beautiful, gorgeous, berry, like strawberry-ish kind of a shade. It's not too red, it's not too pink, it's a nice in between, and it is in that lip glow formula, so it is really, really super pretty. And then also I picked up the Lisa Eldridge. This is the Carnival lip gloss. So she came out with new lip gloss shades. I have on, this is Carnival right now. It keeps fading a little bit on me because I keep talking to it. But I put it on, but it is really a really beautiful, super 80s, right, pink gloss, but it's so gorgeous, super beautiful, really beautiful, nice pigment, but love Lisa's glosses. I love her glosses, and this one is in the shade Silent Sun. So she's this really beautiful, not an iridescent, but she's got a little bit of like that sheen to it. It's got this really pretty, let me try to find a better place to put it so you guys can see it. Can't see it that way. It's got a really beautiful shift to it. It's really almost like a little bit of a gold shift. It's really pretty to put over top of a gloss. And it looks really gorgeous alone as well. They have a beautiful smell to them. They have a really clean smell to them. They're just really beautiful. Her lipstick, glosses, liners, anything she does is really beautiful. You can't go wrong with anything Lisa does. But I thought I would wear it today with the pink. I thought it was give a little 80-ish thing going on. So I kind of like it. So it looks really pretty, and I'm really enjoying it. So I thought I would pull that out and kind of show you guys. So now, oh, and then I want to mention real quick the Yummy Clean Gloss by CoverGirl. This one is in My Straw Booty. Love these. These are great. $7, Walmart. They have great shades. If you guys don't want to spend a fortune on some of this stuff at Sephora and stuff, this is a really awesome lip gloss, really great. If you don't want to go and buy Lisa, which, you know, is around $30 or $28 or whatever, this would be a great option. It's great. It's got a beautiful lip oil type gloss feel to it. They're just amazing. It's just amazing. You can see that I've really been using it because I really love it. And they last too. They last for a gloss. It lasts on your lips, and you can feel the hydration for a very long time. It doesn't just disappear after a while. It is really awesome. So it is really good. It's worth the $7 to go pick up. So I've got a collection real quick, and then because I'm gonna try to wrap this up as fast as I can on some of these other collections, but that I've not got to try yet. But the LA Girl makes the best liners. This one is, and these are like $3, guys. They're like $3-4 at Ulta. I mean, just gorgeous. This one is the Super Bright liner, and I have it on in the inside here. It may have faded out a little bit because I need to touch on it, and I did a little bit of this pink one over top of it. This is the Pastel Dream one, and this is the pink, and then I got the blue too. So this is the blue as well, and they have really cool colors. They've got many different colors, so if you're looking for fun colors or anything, they're great for $4. They're really good. They seem to last pretty well too so far. So I'm kind of like really enjoying them. So these are fun. These are fun, great liners. If you don't want to spend a fortune on liners, these are great. So now let's talk about some palettes and some collections that I picked up. These are collections and palettes that I have not got to use yet. So we're going to go through the collections first really fast. I'm not going to try to spend too much time with them because I've not got to use these yet. But I just wanted to share them with you because I'm really happy to have them in my collection. I've just not got to play with them yet. So let's go through them really, really quickly. And first I want to talk about this packaging. This is the Chucky and GlamLite collection. Look how wonderful this is. It came in this box. It looks like a doll box, and it opens up in the inside, and then it had like I kept all my boxes down in it because I pulled them all out so I could show you guys. But this is just so, isn't that super cool? How cool is that? The packaging on this is just immaculate. Now, I know most of you guys are probably like, Gabe, we don't care about Chucky, and we don't care about Tiffany. Well, I'm a big horror fanatic, and let me tell you, Chucky has been one of my all-time favorites. And when I saw this collection, I thought I was gonna die because I'm all about horror movies, and the more blood, the more gore, the better. So I just love it. So I mean, so you just have to, you know what, even if you don't like it, guess what? Suck it up, because I do. And you're gonna see me use some of this stuff that you're not even interested in. I don't care, but I mean, but I love this kind of stuff. I'm a sucker for stuff like that, nostalgia, anything. I love it. But this is what the mirror looks like. I have the mirror. It's really great. This palette, look at this. How cool is this packaging? It is just, it's so exquisite, down to the T with the actual marketing of everything. But this is what the palette looks like in the inside. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? These colors, I don't have a palette like this. I don't have colors like this. So I'm very, very excited about this. I know that it looks maybe a little scary-ish, but look at that. It's just those pigments and those rich, beautiful burgundies. And I don't have anything like that. So this was very interesting to me. It also came with lips. So so Chucky got like a more of a nude lipstick. Tiffany has she's a little bit more of a deeper brown red plum color. It came with lip liners, and it also came with eyeliner. So there's a liquid and a pencil that goes with it. So I'm really excited to play with that. I've really been enjoying, I love the little strawberry shortcake from GlamLite, just to throw it out there again. I know that I've had this one, but I never got to play with it. I was waiting to use it for you guys, but I've been playing with the lipstick. It's really cute. It's a really pretty little pink. It's a pinky little lipstick. It's really cute. And the lip gloss, I have them now. I've been using it with the Lisa Eldridge over top of it, but it's great. It smells just like the doll. It's really great because it smells so good. It's very nostalgic. Also, I have a Snow White mirror too. So just to throw that out there. You guys know I love my mirrors. You know I love my mirrors. I love having my mirrors. So just I throw it out there. I love my mirrors. I also got the Honey collection by ColourPop. I do not have anything like this in my collection. I needed some yellows and I didn't have anything, and this one was only like $14.99. I think I got it on sale for like 10 or 9, but it's really cute. I can't wait to play with this one. This is a major spring palette. I'm really excited. And even though also, although I know I've been away for 2 months, spring just started, so I still will be able to play with a lot of colors, you know, to get some more spring colors in my summer series, or my spring series, hopefully. Hopefully I will keep going. So anyway, but just to throw that out there, I'm still going to continue doing that. But so this is the Italian Spritz palette by Too Faced. I also picked this up as well. This is a really beautiful summer palette. It looks really pretty. I can't wait to play with it. It smells delicious. It smells really fruity and bright and happy, and it's a really beautiful palette. Nomad Cosmetics also gifted me with PR, and they sent me over their new Royal palette. Isn't that gorgeous? It's the Royal Europe is the name of it. It's so pretty. The way that it looks on it's just the feel of it feels amazing. The colors in the inside are just to die for. So, so beautiful. They're exquisite. They have shimmers in it that are just, these chromes in it are just, I can't even tell you. They're next level. Of course, we have the strawberry shortcake. We still not got to play with her yet. I did put a little bit of this one, though, just right in here today, just so I could have a little bit, because I wanted to play with it a little bit, but it is really pretty. So I am really excited about this one. So we are going to we're going to play with her. We are going to play with her. But speaking of strawberry shortcake, we have, hold that thought, we have 4 new ones that just came out with Honeydew Cosmetics. So there is Orange Blossom, there is Lemon Meringue, there's Huckleberry Pie, and then there's Strawberry Shortcake. So I have to show you guys these because they're so stinking cute, I can't even stand it. So these are what they look like. So they look like this. So they look just like this. Are they not the cutest things? And they match the dolls so good. And they smell incredible. When you open it up, they smell just like a strawberry. So it smells just like, the whole palette smells like a strawberry. So this is Strawberry Shortcake. You guys can see it. This is what she looks like, and there's a little mirror on it. It's really super cute. They're magnetic, so they just click together, so it doesn't come undone, so it's not loose or anything. This is Lemon Meringue. Isn't she adorable? It's so stinking cute, and that's Lemon Meringue and her color story. And the pigment is sick. I've swiped Huckleberry, and the pigment's insane. This is Orange Blossom. Is she not so cute? Look at that. She's so cute. It's like so cute, so adorable. But look at this color story. It's so cute. She got probably the cutest one. I think she's like the cutest color story out of all of them. I really think she's the cutest. And then here's Huckleberry. He's so cute, isn't he? He's so cute. It's just like the dolls. They're just incredible, but his is really beautiful too. But orange is probably my favorite out of all of them. I really do like it. Strawberries is really a little, not too similar, but she's a little similar. Let's compare real quick. That's strawberries, and then this is the Strawberry Shortcake by GLAMLITE. So it's a little similar, but not completely. This one's a little brighter. This one's a little bit more subdued. So it's a little bit more doable every day. This one's a little bit more, she's a little bit more over the top. Yeah, but it's really beautiful. I can't wait to play with them. I don't know how I'm going to use them yet. I'm going to figure it out though, but I'm so excited to have them. And as part of the collector's item, I'm super excited. But guys, that's it. We made it. We made it. This is it. I made it through all of them. This is all of the stuff. This has been a long video, so I know it has been. If you stuck around with me this long, thank you so much for sticking around. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't left yet, you know, if you don't like this video, I don't know what to tell you. You just have to give it a thumb down. I'm sorry if I bored you. If you just didn't like what I had to say or anything like that, I'm sorry about that. But you know what? It's like, it's okay. It's okay. We just keep moving on. We're not going to let anything get us down. We're just going to keep going on and keep going strong. But if you did like this video, you know, please give us a little like up and thumbs up, a little, you know, a little subscription, you know, ring the bell, you know, all that good stuff. If you want to throw that in there, you can do that too. Remember, I have codes down below. We have affiliate links, and we also have, I have a PayPal, and we also have a Venmo. If you guys want to, you know, send me a little something to help with the channel. I bought some new lights lately, and I also got some new things to go around my table, just to help with just some of the costs. You know, 1 or 2 people have sent me some money to help me with my channel, so I really appreciate it. It's not a, you know, they little donations, tips. I have that down below too. Anything to help with the channel, believe it, it goes back into the channel. Trust me, I don't spend anything that I don't. You know, if I get anything. You know, but I also have my mail down there too. So if you want to send me a card or anything, you can. And, you know, with that said, guys, we are done. Be safe, be strong, be proud, stand tall, love yourself. Remember to love someone today, because especially life has been, life is way too short. Make sure you tell somebody that you love them today. Make sure to be kind to people. Kindness is something we need. We need it so bad. As much as you can give it, try. I know some days it's harder than others, but try. And also remember to love someone, or, you know, just, you know, well, I've already told you guys to love somebody. So basically what I need to do is to tell you that, to make sure that you laugh. Make sure you laugh. Sometimes I can't remember, and you remember it's been 2 months. I forgot. Just laugh, you know, make sure you're happy, show a little smile, you know, keep life going, make it as fun as possible. So anyway, take care, and I will see you guys in the next episode. I love you all so much. Bye.